Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and today we're gonna be playing Bianca Must Die, a lovely Yuri visual novel about... maybe you guessed it. Let's start. Ever since I moved to this remote town, I've had this idea that just wouldn't leave me, no matter how many times I tried to discard it. Everyone told me that moving from a sprawling metropolis to the sticks told me it wouldn't be stimulating enough. You'll be bored, my parents said. Why move so far away, my friends asked. But in the city, I had suffocated. Here, the air was clean, and the mountains surrounded us as though barricading us from the rest of the world. After I learned how to breathe again, a longing filled my lungs. And this quiet town gave me the chance to satisfy it. Which brings us to tonight. Nice. Me and my unconscious girlfriend, Bianca, resting peacefully by my side. It's been a little over a year since we started our relationship. And a year and a half since I decided that she has to die. Okay, disregarding that sentence, chat, did you notice that their nails are painted for each other's hair? That's so cute. Wow, they're so cute. What the hell? Oh my god, don't worry about that. It's okay, it's fine. She just hasn't taken her pills yet, okay? Focus on the cute stuff, not that part. Nothing like a petty vendetta. Sorry, my throat. I just played a game right before this that I had to speak like a little kid the whole time. I didn't have to. I did it. Bad idea. But my throat's a little sore. My bad. It's nothing like a petty vendetta or disdain for her personally. Actually, we've gotten along well. She's been nothing but good to me, and I've been the model girlfriend this past year we've been together. But when we met, I had this feeling like it would be so easy to corner her. It was no surprise when Bianca fell for me easily. Okay, big shot. Jeez, brag about it. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. The music's getting wonkier and wonkier, bro. However, that's just supposition. I don't know why I'm like this, but I really don't care. That's probably has to do with it, doesn't it? All I know is, Bianca must die. Nothing more to it. I would have loved to do it on our first year anniversary, if only for how clean and commemorative it would have felt. But it would have aroused too much suspicion. 2 months have elapsed since then. Tonight, right now, is the best chance I have. I turned to face her curled up form, listening to her light snores. There have been no grotesque fantasies or grand designs in mind for her death. The plan was underwhelmingly simple. We had dinner and wine earlier, and when she had gotten too tipsy to notice, I slipped a drug into her glass. The sort of sedative you'd be guarding your drink from at the bar. Ideally, it would sap her of her energy long enough for me to end her life. Booty? I set Bianca on her back. She doesn't wake up when I roll her body over, her arms flopping uselessly on the mattress. She doesn't react when I pull out the knife I stowed under my pillow, the blade gleaming with the moonlight pouring in from the window. Oh. She doesn't resist when I straddle her and guide the knife toward her belly. Maybe she'd like that. The sharp tip makes an indent on her shirt as I push in. Whitley? Whitley or Whiteley? No, Whitley. I stop her as her eyes flutter open. Oh, what is... Bianca's gaze drifts down to where the knife is poised to stab her. Shit. I break out into a cold sweat. Are you trying to kill me? I don't answer. There's no excuse I can offer for why we're in this position, and I prepare for her to scream in terror or push me off and run. Neither of those things happen. Instead, she says something I never would have imagined was coming for a million years. Go ahead. I won't stop you. Damn, she freaky. Okay. I kill her. Well, I have no idea why she would say that. Not my problem. Woo! I don't question this miraculous stroke of luck. All I do is drive the knife into her stomach. This is really fucked up. Not just once. I don't stop when her body puts up a perfunctory fight, nor when she starts coughing up blood. Didn't think you'd be so, ruthless. Somehow Bianca looks elated. Wow, we were really meant for each other, huh? Her face contorts in a twisted expression, somewhere between agony and laughter. So eager to see me die. Well, I mean, the title screen, like, we already kind of saw it, so I just wanted to get this out of the way. Eager. I wouldn't go that far. Unlike Bianca, I take no special joy in killing her. It's just something I have to do. It's about as natural an act as needing to drink water to stay alive. What? The fact that she's getting so much out of this is frankly a little annoying. Her crazed ramblings might get me caught. Shut up. I smother her face with one of the pillows. Then I simply hack away at her until the light fades from her eyes. After that, I wrap her up and store her body in my car. I drive to the furthest dirt road leading to the woods at the base of the mountain range, then go off-road to park. I bury her in the deepest neck of the woods I can, with no witness except for the blank night sky. As I dump her in the hole I dug up, the body limp and useless as a broken doll, a whisper invades my ears. What a sorry sight. Look at you. So powerless. The words that feel like they came from a lifetime ago echo in my mind. Yeah, that's right. It is me who towers over the powerless one, the former woman who's now buried 6 feet underground. Bianca vanishes from the world and missing person flyers are posted all over town. I play the perfect part of the grieving lover. I act like I have no earthly clue what happened. No one suspects a thing. And thus I walk free. Ending 1. A murder in cold blood. That was pretty cold-blooded, I will not lie. Okay. Moving forward. How the fuck are you awake? Grr. Yo, Princess Leia. I idiotically sputter out this question as my heart tries to escape my ribcage. I spiked your drink. Oh, you did, but I only pretended to drink it. Sorry about your houseplant, by the way. I'm pretty sure those don't drink rosé. She responds without missing a beat, as if we're having a normal conversation and I wasn't about to kill her in a cold blood. What the hell is happening right now? So you just let me do that without saying anything? Well, I got curious about what you were planning. If I had gotten mad, you might have just left. But wow, murder? My Whitley? I mean, at first I thought it was some kind of foreplay, like an aphrodisiac or something. Excuse me? Hey, some couples are into that kind of thing, but you've never suggested anything like that before, so... That's why I pretended to fall asleep. Any more questions? Okay, bye. My knife answers in place of my voice. It's obviously a resounding no, carving straight through her flesh. Curiosity kills the cat, I guess. I'm utterly bewildered that you can still make light commentary in the middle of getting stabbed. Quiet down or I'll gag you. Sorry, it's just, you know, talking helps me not scream. And if I scream, you'll get arrested. And I don't want that. I really, really don't. What? If that happens, this life... Whatever she says next is partially lost to a groan of pain. Doesn't matter. Her words are an enigma to me. They sounded like a joke at first, as if she was reacting to a mean prank. But she's genuinely not resisting me at all. It doesn't matter. Even if she seems okay with being murdered, I don't let this window pass. I don't stop when her body puts up a perfunctory fight, nor when she stops coughing up blood. Simply hack away at her until all the light fades from her eyes. Okay, the car, drive to the furthest woods, drop her off, bury her in the neck of the woods. In the end, I'm completely clueless as to what she got out of this. Not only did she waste her own life, but wanted me to continue mine. Consequence-free. To what end? I shut off the faucet of questions that threatened to inundate my head. There's no point wondering about any of that anymore. Compared to what I've accomplished, it's not important. Bianca vanishes from the world and missing person flyers are posted all around town. Okay, I play perfect grieving lover. Thus I walk free. Ending 2, a few last words. Oh, okay. Well, let's keep her alive. Longer. Why are you okay with this? I demand an explanation. It's almost like I want her to fight back with how many chances I'm giving her to get out of this. I don't. I genuinely still want to kill her, but I'm just too damn bewildered by this development. I'm not naive enough to not realize the possibility this is a trick, but I'm positive she isn't pulling one over on me. Bianca is my girlfriend, after all. I just don't know why. Why the hell are you not stopping me? Are you, like, suicidal or something? Yes. No, of course I'm not suicidal. Oh, man. I'm kidding. It's because you're the love of my life. She states as if she's answering what color the sky is. There's nothing in this life I'm attached to enough to reject you. Plus, if I die at your hand, wouldn't it be fitting, being the beginning and the end of my existence? What do you mean by that? I scoff. There's something seriously wrong with you. Her laugh is loud and rambunctious, as if I told someone some hilarious joke. Ha! I don't want to hear that from a wannabe murderer. Wannabe murderer? Anyway, you're serious about this, I can tell. I kinda got the feeling for a while now that you'd made up your mind on something, even though I didn't know what. She knows me too well. Bianca is my girlfriend, after all. You're always so uptight. Seeing you cut loose for once would be kinda refreshing, I thought. She looks up at me with a smile that is nothing short of saintly. So, I hope with my death you find the peace you're looking for. Okay, I'm gonna save the game, and stab. My throat is dry as I plunge the knife into her stomach. As charitable as Bianca is, what's layered beneath that wish disturbs me enough to put an end to both her life and the conversation. Oh. That was her chest, not her stomach, but okay. I see we didn't go to biology. This feeling is so strong that I cover her mouth with my open hand so she can't say anything else. Peace? It can't be serious. It's just a thoughtless sentiment from a hopeless romantic, that's all. Don't stop when her body puts up a perfunctory fight. Okay, when she starts coughing up blood, simply hack away. After that, I wrap her up and store her body in my car. Drop her off at the mountain range. As I deliver Bianca's corpse, my thoughts are a gale storm of conflict. I can't shake off her last words. What had she believed about me until now? That she thinks murder would give me peace of mind. In the end, I shut her up for good. But it would have felt better if she'd been oblivious to the end. Actually, what was the point in doing this if she was just going to lie down and die for me no matter what? Nothing about this sits right. I haven't conquered anything or overcome anyone. Whatever. Last person I wanted to know about what happened to me is now dead. I bury her in the deepest neck of the woods. I can with no witness except for the blank night sky. Bianca vanishes from the world and a missing person flyers post to go around. Okay, I play the perfect lover. Thus I walk free. Ending 3, a final conversation. So the MC lets it slip that they need, like, some kind of control. They want to have, like, some kind of control over a person. Over their, like, life and death. And Bianca's not giving it to them. Or rather, Bianca's giving it wholly to them so that it doesn't really feel like they're in control. A man table. What? You have 2 minutes of ads? Sick! Nice, bro. Nice. Lucky you. Oh. Anyways, so I'm thinking we have some trauma to unpack. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? I'm afraid to know the answer, but I ask anyway. I'm frigid in my extremities as I choke it out. Bianca closes her eyes and hums thoughtfully. 2 years ago, it was you in this position. Oh! What? Under... what was his name? Gavin, right? Damn. Gavin catching strays? My lungs constrict. Yeah, I figured it was something like this. Wow. Why do you know about that? I saw the story on TV. Even news from the city reaches this remote town, didn't you know? Don't you know? I have the knife in my hand, lying limply on top of Bianca's clothes, yet it feels like I'm the one dying. Let me describe what I heard in the news. No. A woman is strangled one night by her lover in their shared apartment. Stop. She survives, but suffers serious injuries. Stop talking. And is hospitalized for several months before she decides to move out of her city. I said stop! My hand clenches tight around my knife as the other grabs her shoulder in a frenzy, but Bianca is all smiles. It still hurts, doesn't it? I noticed you always hated wearing low collars. Because I couldn't breathe. Stopped being able to until I came to this place and met the person who would become what I needed. Whose death would free me from that shackle of 2 years ago. That's why I can't be mad at you for this. Go on, man up. I'm letting the one I love with everything I have take that power back for herself. Until I die, you can't be free from yourself. What happened to me? No more. Please ban me. I do want to ban you. But you need to know that I killed Bianca again. I killed her again. This is going to be the 4th time I kill her. Kill her! I act before she can say another word. I sloppily shove the knife into her stomach, that's her boob, and make a bloody dripping mess with while my hands shake. You know, for a lesbian, you think you know where the boobies and the stomach is, but okay. And yet she still talks. How long have you been thinking of this moment? Since we met. At the gas station. Bianca lets out a garbled laugh. So, before I even knew it, I was your victim. Nice. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I finally mean something. Damn, she got her own trauma. A surge of fear flares out from my chest to my arm, urging me to keep slicing. Drag open a jagged cut of skin, break through muscle, twist the blade into her spasming guts. Make her choke on her own blood before I slash her throat so the liquid gushes out of 3 orifices. Wow, okay. The malformation I make of Bianca is repulsive. It is not the result of any calculated effort I might have had to get away with murder. I simply hack away at her until the light fades from her eyes. Wrap her up and put her in my car, drive to the furthest woods, okay, the same. Bury her in the neck of the deepest neck of the woods. No witnesses. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm covered in her blood and bits of her flesh, and it was sloppy work, but it's done. I don't need to know why Bianca was that happy to be subjected to that. I've done what I needed to, and that's the end of the story. With that, I vow to forget everything about her. Bianca vanishes from the world, and missing person flyers are posted all over town. Play the perfect part, no one suspects a thing, and thus I walk free. Ending 4, a crime of passion. Huh. Okay. Well, let's unpack this a little bit. ... It takes all of my willpower to restrain my hand. A long silence follows. Bianca eventually breaks it with a sigh. But you're not doing a great job of killing me. I'm still very much alive and breathing. Okay, Mrs. You've been dead 4 times now? You're really gonna let me do it, aren't you? Yes, that's what I've been saying. You're way too eager for me to stab you. Don't tell me you're getting off on this. No way, you already know my fetishes. Again, she laughs at me. No, but really, it's not like that. It's just, I really do love you the most when I see you trying your hardest. I'm fine giving myself over for that. Bianca takes the hand I'm holding the weapon in. With a gentle touch, she guides my hand until it's back in the original position, primed to thrust right through the center of her stomach. I pause and look down at our hands. You love me that much? That you're willing to give your life to me? Mm-hmm. I'll be able to carve out my place in your psyche as the one you killed. And then all of this will finally mean something. By dying, you mean. Not by dying, by taking your place. Damn, when your girlfriend's your therapist. So this is the solution 2 truly hollow people would come to. It's my turn to sigh. I can't prolong this anymore. Any last words, then? Can I make one selfish request? With a nod, I permit her this. I guess this is technically 2 requests, but... Stab. Would you kiss me and remember me when I'm gone, Whitley? Kiss her. Save. Kiss her. I can't believe you. I lean down to seal her lips with mine. Thank you. Oh. As she reciprocates, the knife breaks through her flesh. Bianca whimpers against my mouth, her throat quivering with the struggle to breathe. I don't stop when her body puts up a perfunctory fight, nor when she tries to cough up blood. I smother her mouth with mine and bite down hard, painting my lips red as hers bruised purple. After that, I lose track of my own movements. There's no telling where I begin nor where she ends after we meld into a pile of pulsing flesh. I become her. She is me. Bianca. Whitley. Must die. I simply hack away at her until the light fades from her eyes. Put her in the car, drive to the woods. Okay, bury in the deepest neck of the woods. No witnesses. Missing posters. She vanishes. Play the perfect part of the grieving lover. No one suspects a thing. They give me enough space so that after the police investigation dies down, no one questions it when I move back to the city. Nobody bothers me when I take long drives all alone either. On highways, through suburbia, back to the middle of nowhere. The mountainside that overlooks her body has a grueling path leading up to a cliff, where an unmarked stone is embedded in the ground. Since Bianca is officially a missing person, no one is willing to make a grave for her. I give my respects to my victim at the cliff. Her and the person I was. Up here, I taste the chill on the wind and let the air fill my lungs. I'll be able to carve out my place in your psyche as the one you killed. And more. Little did she know, in her final moments, she'd given me something I don't think I could find anywhere else. I suppose that means her feelings for me were mutual. And I'm content with that. My eyes skirt past the edge as I march forward until I feel nothing beneath my feet. And thus I fall, truly free. Ending 5, a perfect crime. Now that doesn't make sense, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 endings. Is there only 5 endings? Give me a second. Thought I read there was 6 endings. There is 6 endings. Now, how do we get the last ending? Do I start the game again? Maybe we, start the game again, maybe? Let me start. Let me hit skip. Secret ending. How are you awake? Why are you okay with this? What do you mean by that? ... Oh, don't kiss her. New choice. There we go. For a moment, all I do is stare at her. Pepe stare. Whitley? Whitley? No. Huh? I said no. For the first time in this conversation, she seems perplexed. That makes 2 of us. I sigh. First, I need you to explain something to me. And that would be? Your logic is all jumbled up. Jumbled up how? Exasperated, I lower the knife and rub my temples. You say you're not attached to anything, but you want this to mean something. You have no qualms with dying to literal murder, and yet you want me to remember you. If you just wanted to end it all, this would be a lot simpler. But I don't understand what you're getting at, and it's bothering the hell out of me. So talk. I can't say no when you get all up in my face like that. She closes her eyes, contemplating. Okay, I guess I better start from the beginning. I think I was born without a zest for life. Feels kind of silly for me to say this, but honestly, I had it really good growing up, and and that's why she says my life will end where it began, because her life began when she met me. Oh, isn't that cute? My parents were affluent folks on the other side. on the older side, so money was never a problem. And since nobody pressured me to do much, I've never had to seriously struggle or work a day in my life. That sounds like I'm bragging, but that's just how it is. Maybe if I had it harder, I would have left this quiet town and followed my dreams or something. Instead, all I learned was how to kill time. Now that I think about it, I probably would have made a good housewife. Sadly, men didn't entertain me. Women came and went. People would drive miles and miles out of this podunk town just to see me, ask to marry me. I didn't really care. Then I met you, working a dead-end job in the boonies and at dead hours of the morning, with just as dead eyes. Ah, hiring. Thanks for shopping with us. May I help you with something? All I could think was how you looked way too young for how lifeless your eyes were. I'd seen more spark in 40-year-old men so down on their luck they went to women half their age for comfort. Oops, just spacing out. You're new here, aren't you? Yeah. Part-timer? Yeah. I like the slushies here, so I bet you'll be seeing me pretty often. You often get slushies at 3 a.m. Hey, no judging. That's not what I meant, it's just, I didn't see you park. Did you walk all the way over here at 3 a.m. just to get a slushie? Uh-huh. Why? Because I'm bored and nothing ever excites me. Oh, just cuz. That's pretty much the same thing. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Huh. I thought you'd say I shouldn't be walking alone late at night. Not that I would have listened, but that's not the point. You definitely look like you get that a lot, but what good would it do? What good would it do? I could give you logical advice or act concerned for your well-being, but at the end of the day, you'll just do whatever you want. A stranger's opinion doesn't count for anything. Good point. It's my life to waste after all. It was such a simple comment, but it stuck with me. Because you didn't pretend to care, just like me. Talking to you was easy. Refreshing. The more I came by, the more shocked I was that someone who looked so dead inside was so... What's the word? Opinionated. I never talked about anything serious, but you would always answer my questions, no matter how dumb and pointless they were. Whitley, are you bored taking the graveyard shift all the time? Whitley, do these shoes make my feet look huge? Whitley, do you think anyone's going to break it to Mrs. Gonzalez that her husband's cheating on her? Whitley, which way do you swing? I don't know. Never thought about it that hard, I guess. Have you dated anyone? I have. I wait for you to expand on that. You don't. Ever been with another woman before? You can only shake your head. If you hadn't looked so cute when you did that, maybe I wouldn't have asked. You want to find out what it's like? What? I lean across the counter to plant a kiss on your lips. How'd that feel? Better than I thought it would. After your shift, let's go back to my place, okay? Oh, God! Man, the lesbian's moving fast. Okay. Okay. You don't have to believe me, but I promise you, I'd never seduced anyone before. Someone only needed to show interest and I'd start dating them. For a person who's never truly loved or sought out anyone else, it was huge for me. I couldn't help but look into you. Though I saw the incident on the news, I didn't remember the victim was you at first. When I read the story online, I saw you struggled against him until the police arrived. Isn't that ironic? Turns out that you were the opposite of what I thought at first. Even when you're broken, you're not hollow. You have something in you that refuses to die, even when you've hit rock bottom. I'm nothing like you. I have no passion or drive, but even still, my meaningless existence could mean something to someone. That's it, more or less. Going through the motions clearly won't cut it anymore. I'll be your rite of passage, happily. If me dying is what it takes, then that must happen. Happen? I'm quiet for quite some time after Bianca finishes her account. When I've gathered my thoughts, I reassert my grip over the handle of my knife. You've got it backwards, Bianca. Your death wouldn't make your life meaningful. It would make it the opposite. Bianca says nothing in response. She merely stares, eyes round. Pepe stare. I mean, come on. 25 years old and you've already decided you've got nothing worth salvaging? Give me a break. No one can stop their life from mattering. After all, it's because she means something that I tried to kill her. Without warning, I drop my weapon on the floor and remove myself from Bianca. I'm going to bed. Wait, what? Aren't you gonna... Don't feel like it anymore. What do you mean you don't feel like it anymore? I say nothing. I roll over so that I'm facing the wall instead of Bianca. Gosh, you're so wishy-washy. Are you sure you've changed your mind? Yes. You really don't want to stab me? I'm gonna start again. No, stop asking. What? Just like that, my murder attempt fails spectacularly. No matter how many times Bianca protests, all I do is close my eyes and fall asleep. The next morning, we go on a drive. I take us to the furthest dirt road leading to the woods at the base of the mountain range, then go off road to park. Oh, I thought we were I was gonna drive us both off. The mountainside has a grueling path leading up to a cliff, where an unmarked stone is embedded in the ground. Whitley, what is this place? This was supposed to be your grave. Wait, really? After I killed you, I was gonna bury you in this area. But I didn't want to move around too much after the fact, so it would have made me look suspicious. So I made this a while ago. Wow, you really thought this through. Of course I did. I've been planning this for over a year, after all. Well, it's sweet you thought to make a grave for me. You have a funny definition of sweet. Heh. You know, I was thinking about jumping after I got rid of your body. What? You can't do that. Can't I? It's my life to waste. Nope, absolutely not. I'd never let that happen. Guess that means you'll have to stick around. I guess so. We sit there in silence, letting the wind caress our bodies and fill our lungs. Chat. It's not sweet. How about we leave a flower anyway? A flower? For what? For the people we used to be. Corny. I am a cornball. Heh. That doesn't sound like a bad idea. I'm content with that. My eyes skirt past the edge, taking in the view of the dense forest from up high. And it's here that I make a decision. Bianca and I will stick together. Finally free. Ending 6. Till death do us part. Damn it, I only had to kill her 6 times to realize I kind of like her. So chat, the message at the end of the day is, you're probably going to have to kill 6 people at least before you finally realize that you matter, okay? Aww. That's the lesson I'm taking away from this, at least. Lesbians kill a lot of their parts. I'm kidding. Lesbians are very violent. I'm kidding, okay? That means 3 more. No, that's all the endings, okay? That's all the endings. Don't incriminate yourself just yet, Scary Cat. I liked how well written it was. It was alright. Yeah, I mean, for how short it was, yeah. I mean, for how short it was, I don't know if I can say it was really, like, well written or badly written. I don't think it really matters. I think the message is kind of clear, you know? Because, like, even the endings, you know, all the endings where we killed her, you know, you can see her say to herself, like, this is just something I had to do, just something, you know, because she had trauma, right? Like, she had that traumatic incident where she was almost killed. And so this was her way, this is how her brain reacted to that trauma, you know, that it kind of like PTSD, kind of like, it was written for sure. I don't want to say it was written badly. I'm not implying that. It was written good for what it was, I guess, is the best way to say it. But, like, I don't know. I don't love the characters. I don't know the characters. If I'm being honest, I don't know the characters. She's pretty, and they're funny. I like the dark comedy. I do think that's good. But I don't really see enough of them to really be like, I love Bianca. I love them. So it is written. The story itself is good, I think. I think the story itself is good, and it holds on to what it needs to until that last secret ending. Secret? Quotation marks? The dev said there were 6 endings on the website. I checked. And, you know, I think the game is probably going to resonate really well with people who have been through, like, horrible situations. In terms of, I think more people will relate to Bianca than they will relate to Whitley. Whitley is, well, the endings aren't the same. Yes, Bianca dies in all of them except the last one. As you can tell, in some endings, Whitley's more angry you could tell the more you let Bianca talk, the more Whitley shows emotion, you know? The more you let Whitley talk, the more emotion she shows through each ending is kind of like what happens. And it's obvious, because the more you let Whitley talk, the more your, like, love for her kind of shows. Because Whitley does love her, right? I don't think she even, like, really realizes it either, right? I think it takes Bianca to open up for herself to really, for them to be, like, for sure about it. But, you know, it's there, obviously. And I think Bianca's, like, a little fucked up too, right? I think a lot of people might resonate with Bianca. You know, not to be rude, but there are a lot of people out there who say they don't feel anything, you know, they have nothing to live for, you know, and that sucks. I'm not gonna talk about that too much. It sucks. I know people probably relate to Bianca a lot, and what I would just say to that is, just like Whitley, you're 25, bro. Chill the fuck out. You gotta think about something else. And I really think people, and I do it myself sometimes, but you gotta get out of your thoughts. You gotta get out of your head. You're thinking about, like, stuff like love. You're thinking about life and death, your destiny, whatever, your passions. Motherfucker, go get a job. And I mean that is in the most endearing way, not the slur way, okay? Because once you start doing stuff with your hands and taking your mind off of that, things will definitely get better, and you'll definitely enjoy the things that are good a lot more, okay? Is what I will always tell people. As for Whitley, I'll never understand that. I've never been in that situation, you know? I've never been choked out in the middle of the night unconsensually, okay? So I don't really know what it would be like to do that and to feel out of control, you know? I assume that's what it was, right? I assume that Whitley just felt like until she could kill someone herself, she felt that she would never have, like, control over her life. Never be strong, you know? I gotta find a partner to murder. That was the mistake of Whitley. You don't get a partner. Make sure you stay separate, okay? Make sure you just kill someone hiking in the woods. Remember, everybody, people just disappear in the woods and never come back, and no one questions it. So, especially in the States. It happens a lot. Just give you a little warning. Never go in the woods by yourself without communication systems. Never go to the woods, period. Even with someone, make sure to tell people exactly where you're going, exactly when you'll come back. Have a safety system net, you know. Make sure you tell them I'm going to call you back at this time. If I don't call, then I'm dead, you know. It's like a really scary thing, but, like, people don't realize it, but, like, people just go into national parks and they never come back and nobody questions it. The fucking park ranger puts up a little poster saying missing persons. It happens a lot more than you think, okay? Especially in Canada, the moose eat people. No, they just fucking gut you, the moose, actually. You just meet a raging bull moose and they'll just fucking kill you. They don't eat you or nothing. They just see your ass and they gun at you, man. They run at you, impale you, and then they just walk away after, like, stepping on it, okay? I'm not telling you it's the animals, because the animals are the least of your worries. It's always people, bros. It's always people and your own stupidity. Some idiot's gonna go pick up a fucking red mushroom and eat it and be like, I'm Mario. Okay? I don't want to talk too long about this game. I thought the art was really nice. I think the story was interesting for, like, a horror comedy kind of game. And obviously, we're looking at two people with some deep trauma, man. So I can't relate to the one too much. I can relate to Bianca a little bit, because when I was depressed in my college days, I would just sit in the room and do nothing and be like, nothing. So, that's what I'll say. I will say this one thing. I don't like how codependent this story is. I don't really like stories that kind of, like... Yes, Whitley kind of says, like, what the hell, dude? Why are you putting it all on me? Like, Whitley literally straight up says, like, what the hell, Bianca? Why are you putting your whole life onto me? Obviously it matters, because I'm gonna kill you. But I don't like that whole, like... I usually don't like in stories where, like, the ending to my trauma... The thing to make me feel better about my trauma is a perfect relationship. Obviously, this isn't exactly that, but it kind of does... No matter what the writer says, it kind of does come off as like, look, they talked about their feelings, and they overcame their trauma, and now they're happy and together, and they're girl kissers, and they're gonna be happy forever after. And usually I don't like those kind of endings too much for like someone with such heavy trauma. But ultimately, it's not impossible, right? Like, obviously it still helps a lot having someone talk through your problems with and get over things. Maybe they don't even talk about it. You know, maybe it's just self-realization that like you matter and that didn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. Either way, it doesn't matter. I don't want to talk too much about it. That's just me personally. I think overall, though, I enjoyed it as like a horror Yuri. And I am happy there was a happy ending. Because while I do love horror, and I do love like scary stuff and gore and bad things happening to characters, I always want a happy ending. I always want a happy ending, bro. It just doesn't feel right unless we get a happy ending, you know? So thank you, developer, for that. I was not expecting a happy ending, so props to you. And with that, I'm clocking out. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see, or thank you so much for watching. Clock that like button and subscribe if you're new here. I actually have a playlist of Yuri visual novels exclusively. I made that because someone in the YouTube comments asked me to do it, so I'm going to start trying to do that with playlists more often. If you want to see more Yuri visual novels, click on that playlist. And in the future, if you want to watch more videos, I'll play more Yuri horror. I'll play more yaoi horror, straight horror, just horror in general, dating sims, horror games, indie games. I play it all. Every day a new video on the channel, okay? So check out the playlists. And with that, I'm clocking out. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If you want to rizz up a guy or a lesbian, just dress like this in front of them, okay? You don't need the whole knife in your chest, but yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. That's a bonus, yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure you guys knew about that, okay? Anyways, I'm not gonna lie. Bianca was hot as fuck. Like, what are we doing here?